Okay, so my name is Kevin. I'll take you through KENET network outlook as it is right now, projected status by next year, and a few of the services that we provide to our members. So current state of the network, we have 106 individual links. We have 2.2 gigs of internet capacity. We have 87 connected sites from we use 5 different providers. We have 2 data centers, one very near here called Implmentaion, and another at University of Nairobi. We have 6 POPs, which we call points of presence, where we aggregate traffic based on geographical locations. We have our own AS number, we have several IPs, and do have IPv6 as well. Also, we provide several online infrastructure services, and we use more than 98% of the services we provide our open source solutions. So I'll just give a short update on some of the other entrants, most of which are presented here. The Ubuntu Alliance entrants are in various states. Some are active, some are registered in terms of they're legally recognized in their countries, and others are setting up. I was in Ghana last week helping out with the training there, so I'll give you an update on WACREN. That is the name of the group of entrants in that region, the Western Central Africa Research Education Networks. None are really running any network yet or having packets transferred on the network. So none, I cannot say there's any really moving at the moment. But Senegal and Ghana are close, and Senegal will host the WACREN POP. So think of WACREN in the same sense you think about UbuntuNet. And also Garnet are legally registered, and they have a plan in place to connect 17 universities on an STM1 link. But some of the universities, the larger ones, already have their own STM capacity, and they're paying an average price of about $210 per megabit. So what's our current network topology? That's what it looks like. So at the top, that's our internet connection. We have, we connect to our core router in London, known as the UbuntuNet router, which is implemented by Cisco. Then we drop the capacity in 3 different POPs. We have an STM1, we have 2 STM4s landing at USIU, which is near here, and then we have 1 more STM4 at University of Nairobi. We have active POPs based on geographical locations, and then we have the universities here, what we call the access layer. So think of your institutions being at this level, and that is how you get your connectivity. So in September, we had a period where we have activated all this STM capacity, and we are curious to know how much bandwidth can the universities really push if we leave the networks open. So we had a maximum available capacity of 2.2 gigs, and the maximum, taking the peak usage at any one time of all the universities, the maximum was about 1.7. So total utilization at the time was 78%. If you look at the total sustained, because there's a difference from what you could actually hit and what you could actually sustain, that was coming to about 1.13, which is about half of the availability. So that means maybe something more needs to be done in our networks to improve the usage in the network. So build bandwidth at the moment is 1.3, available is 2.2. Maximum usage in a week is about 1.3 gigabits. So we have on international 1.03 and KXP 250. KXP is a very important link for us. That's the Kenya Internet Exchange Point. It is very important because that is where the Google traffic is hosted currently in the country. So if you're browsing any type of YouTube traffic or any type of Google search traffic, that's coming through the Kenya Internet Exchange Point. So it's a very important link for us at the moment. So utilization at any one time is less than 60%. Whether we open the pipes or we restrict the pipes, it's still less than 60%. This could be due to a lack of infrastructure universities, maybe no number of PCs, not a lot of wireless. It could also be due to restrictions. Maybe universities are blocking Facebook, YouTube, downloads and all that. Maybe the answers will come from this round. So it's not really clear what the cause of that was. Total links, we have several providers. We have KDN, Safaricom, GTL, Telcom, and we're also doing some of the links ourselves. KDN gives us 67 links, Safaricom 11, and total there comes to 106. KENET clients, if we count the individual routers that are active on the network, we have 87 routers, and KENET core equipment, these are the POP equipment, and any equipment that's being used to tabulate the bandwidth capacity, we have 9. That brings a total of 96 active devices at the moment. Some of the link types, so KDN, we have 52 of the links are fiber. That gives them the highest percentage of the fiber links they provide to us. Total, if you look at the average what fiber is in the current network, 61% of our links are fiber, The others are a combination of microwave radio or Wi-Fi, or basically those 3 types. Availability per provider. So right now, if we were to rank the providers based on the quality of the links they provide and the uptime of each of the links, Jamii Telecom is at the highest, and also the KENET links that we provide. Most of the KENET links are radio links except for one fiber link. Jamii links are all fiber links, and they are of the best quality based on the others. Safaricom, mostly radio links are sort of a new product for them, so they're sort of still stabilizing the service. KPN, I think we're all familiar with the problems they've been facing, and you can see the impact it has on uptime. So our average uptime in terms of all the links that we have right now is 95%, which of course is could be improved on. So what are we doing to improve the overall uptime? We have, in terms of international bandwidth, we're talking about the 3 STM4 links and the STM1 link we are more or less safe in terms of we have gone a long way providing several links at several different geographic locations. The most problematic links, or the links that cause the problems, are the links within the country. And we're undertaking a number of projects to improve this. So we're doing backup list lines, we're doing a dark fiber ring for Nairobi, which will be 110 kilometers on a 10-year IRU, and also doing the phase 2 national network next year, which will be 172 kilometers of fiber for the very remote sites that we have as members. So these are some of the backup list lines. We're getting some from Safaricom, Jamii, and Telcom as well. And you can see there are a number of links planned. So we are planning to have at least 2 links running to each and every university. And we're hoping this will improve the uptime to more than 99% in the coming year, by, let's say, by the first quarter of next year. That's what the dark fiber ring is going to look like. It's going to start from Parkside, where we have our STM connection. We'll pass through Strathmore University, Catholic University. It's going to the KXP connection to pick up our Google traffic, then go to the University of Nairobi POP, go to, where is that? And then end up, basically that's it, to USIU and KU, and come back to University of Nairobi. So that's what the fiber ring would look like. Phase 2 national distribution, 172 kilometers to 11 remote member universities. All this fiber will be owned by KENET. Last mile capacity will be 1 gig, so the backbone links, if you look at the capacity, will be 1 gig. Create 2 additional POPs, Catholic University and Maseno Town. That will bring our POPs to 8. We also want to create wireless hotspots in 10 campuses. And also, we estimate all this will be complete by the 3rd quarter of next year. Also, I'd like to mention some of the services we offer to our member institutions. We do VPN setups for those of you who are interested. We do, so for example, if you want your students or your staff to access university resources when they're outside the campuses, we do help set those up. We do co-location services at our 2 data centers. We do server setups. We have video conferencing available. At least 2 of the POPs, but we estimate by the end of this year, each of our POPs is going to be a VC setup ready. We have storage capacity, about 40 terabytes, 2020 in each of the 2 data centers, and we also do web hosting. We use cPanel, so it's as good as you get from any commercial provider. We also do hosting of e-learning sites, Moodle sites. We do router setups and management, so all the routers that are each of our connected sites, we configure and maintain them. We also do consultancy and on-site troubleshooting, which we've done for a number of you. We are planning to do a number of trainings next year. We have a training room. If you're interested in any of these services, you can send an email to services@KENET and we can get started. Partnerships, we have a large group of partners across the world, locally and internationally. So there's DFN, Google, NSRC, ISOCOMO, many others. Google is a strong partner, and they have sent 15 servers for us to provide a number of services to the universities and also to the schools. So one of the projects is that we'll be hosting 32,000 domains for the schools, which is a very good project. So basically each school that you're aware of will have a .sc.k domain. Google is also going to send us 4 servers. In fact, these servers are actually in the port right now. They're just waiting to be released. And these servers will be for caching the Google traffic. So you're talking about YouTube traffic and Google search traffic. And of course, we have a very strong partner in the NSRC as well. Tony mentioned the 2 trainings we've done with the NSRC, and more are being planned for next year. And these all are for the benefit of our partners, of our member institutions. Sorry. So in closing, our network is getting more stable, so we're not there yet, but we are making steps to make it more stable and more reliable. KENET is a one-stop shop. Any service that you can get from any other ISP, we probably do it, and we try to do it in a more cost-effective way, because we use a lot of open source solutions that cost next to nothing, so it's just the cost of setting them up. Throughput speeds at other campuses are high, but I think more needs to be done in order to improve the absorption of this bandwidth. And the 10 wireless campuses we'll be setting up next year might be a good indication of what a real network should look like, or how much a university can actually absorb if there's a good wireless network in place. Also, as I mentioned earlier, we do set up servers to improve the quality of the speed or the link to the university. We have a strong partner base. For example, in BFM, Thomas is here. He's come to help us set up a new type of network, which would be an MPLS network ring. Thomas has done a lot of this at BFM, so we are tapping from his experience of flying blind. We're very happy that Thomas has come to help us with that. And also, any type of updates we usually send to our mailing list. I think we're all aware of the mailing list. Is ICT directors, there's VCs and their number. So we send updates, and also please feel free to update us as well on what's going on in your campuses. Thank you.